Good morning. It's the Tuesday following Resurrection Sunday, and we are looking at what we know from the Word about what happened following Resurrection Sunday. We know that there were 40 days between the resurrection and the ascension, and Jesus revealed himself to quite a few people. They didn't always recognize him right away. I think it said that some of them thought he was a ghost. Some of them were probably just a little too traumatized by what they'd seen and fearful to hope and to believe that what the other people were saying could be true. As a matter of fact, Thomas actually said that. He said, "Look, unless I see it for myself, I'm not going to believe." On the third time that Jesus appeared to all of his disciples together, in particular, they were in Galilee, just like he told them to be. And Peter must have gotten antsy because he looked at the other guys and just said, "I'm going fishing." And wind's picking up. And the other guys decide to go with him. And sometimes we feel like we just have to do something that feels normal, that feels like what we can control. And while they're out there, they work all night long, and it's absolutely fruitless. They have no fish in the morning. And they see someone standing on the shore, and he says, "Did you guys catch anything?" And they're like, "No." And they didn't recognize that it was Jesus. So he tells them, "Throw your net on the right side of the boat and you'll be able to catch some." When they did, they weren't even able to haul in the net because of the large number of fish. Then when when Peter realizes that it is Jesus, he puts his clothes on, jumps into the water, and swims the 100 yards to shore. I love Peter. He's just such a reactionary kind of guy. Anyway, when they get there to shore, Jesus has made breakfast for them. He built the fire, he cooked some fish and bread, and fed them. And then after they'd had breakfast, Jesus looks at Peter and he says, "Do you love me more than these?" And Peter said, "Lord, you know I love you." And this happens 3 times, and there's been, study done about the fact that Jesus was asking him, "Do you agape me?" And Peter was saying, in his shame and still feeling, the weight of his having rejected Jesus, he responded, "Lord, you know I phileo you. I love you like a brother." But what I want to focus on today is what Jesus said to him. He didn't say, "Well, then stop fishing." He said, "Feed my sheep, feed my lambs. Do what I've destined for you to do, the bigger picture, the bigger purpose behind your life." The church posted a meme on March 23rd, I think it was, which seems like forever ago. And it was to the effect of, in the rush to return to normal, let's use these days to decide what part of normal is worth rushing back to. Something like that. I'll post it here at the end so you can see it again. And it's really just been on my mind this morning that normal feels like something we can control. It feels like fishing. But when this is over and we return to our jobs and we return to our schedules, I think Jesus wants us to ponder what the greater purpose is in our jobs. He had told Peter once, "If you follow me, I'll make you fishers of men. I'll use your gifts. I'll use your talents, your vocation, but it will be for a greater purpose than you've ever realized. And then he asked him at the end, do you love me? Then feed my sheep. And I'm just thinking today on when I return to the classroom, when you return to your job, let's keep in mind the bigger reason for those gifts, the bigger purpose for our lives. Let's not let normal crowd that out again. Y'all have a good day.